why do I always get the ones that got the messed up freaking forearms? Start shredding the news. Do 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 do. The new NECA Ultimate Shredder figure. Do 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 do. Something like that. That's how that goes, right? This is the new Ultimate Shredder updated articulation, all that fun stuff from NECA. Did I already show you this? Yeah. I did open this and mess around with it because it's freaking awesome. Check it out here. All right, let's put the box somewhere back here where you can kind of see it. The new Shredder figure. Let's adjust the lights. That's right. Everything on the fly. Check out the head sculpt. Looking nice. Got the pinless joints. And look at, why do I always get the ones that got the messed up freaking forearms? Wait, they're not messed up because they rotate. Oh, look at that. I saw people complaining online about that. But they rotate. They just hadn't opened the boxes yet. Anyways, yeah, this is the updated Shredder. I do have the original one that came out way back, what, like 4 years ago? 5, maybe longer? Has it been a decade yet? I don't remember. Anyways, this one is updated. Check out the design. It's pretty awesome. Great classic, you know, Toon Shredder figure here. With the articulation down here at the feet. There we go. It does have a boot cut too as well. I believe that's new articulation. We have the double jointed knees here, pinless joints. And these top knees are really stiff, but they do move. They're ratchet joints too. I don't know if you can hear it. But the way they kind of like click, they're ratchet joints instead of just regular standard smooth joints. That moves right there. And then their thigh cuts as always up in here. I find the thigh cuts on these figures are always kind of a pain to get moving. See the way it kind of moves around I always feel like you're gonna, you know, snap that peg. Decent range of motion on the hips for NECA. Gotta admit that. Now he does have right here waist cut where he spins. I don't remember if the old one had that or not. I honestly don't. It's been a while since I've had that figure out. It's kind of packed away now, so I don't know if that's new or not. Maybe it's not. But this right here, the torso cut, 100% new. Look at that rotation. Now, what I really wanted this figure for is because, like, the crunch, you know, we got an updated figure. He's a ninja. And, yeah, not a whole lot of crunch there. He's got the same amount of crunch maybe as, like, you know, a Marvel Legends female character does. Yeah, so that's, I mean, granted, this is way better than the old one. Way better. But, you know, could use a little bit more crunch. I like the cloth cape here. It is just around his neck. It's not like attached anywhere, so you can take that off as you want to. The arms here, the shoulders do not go all the way around because these are attached to the actual shoulder part up here. The torso, not the actual shoulder joint. And we have the bicep cut, which will spin all the way around, I believe, yeah. And then we have double jointed elbows here that are pinless. And you can kind of see here, Cody pointed this out to me over at Too Much New Toys. This one is a little better, I think. You can see right here, you get the light on it just right. It looks like there was a pin there, and they just kind of filled it in. But whatever. You can't really tell on this side at all. Well, maybe a little bit. Maybe not. Not on camera, it's not catching it. But anyways, double jointed elbows, they both work pretty well. And let me show you this right here too. If you look at this joint, this one, you can see the ratchet in there. See the ratchet design? It's like, it pops out a little bit. Which, it's a little bit loose in there, which I don't know. I don't think it's going to break, hopefully, but it's functioning pretty fine. This one, nice and tight, no movement there. And then we have our standard wrist here. Oh, and the forearms, like I mentioned previously. That's definitely new. I know the old one didn't do that. At least, I don't think it did. These are a little pointy. The hands over here. There we go. There we go, the wrist. There's some wrist action in there. That's pretty cool. Head is on a, like a barbell peg. So he's got all the fun movement. Doesn't really look too far up and down. We got the side to side, spins all the way around. These are actually made to come off. Now, he's got 2 extra heads, right? So this should come off. I've taken it off once. It was kind of a pain. You want to be careful where you grab it because if you pull it here, you're going to pull that apart, and these kind of come off too. So you want to, yeah, kind of maybe just pinch it like that and pull it off. And there you go. He's free. Now let's see here. Just down over here, shred head. And by the way, this is also pretty soft plastic. That's good. So it's flexible and you can get it out of the way when you're posing the legs. course, we got to cut all this crap off. Let's pause it while we cut everything else out of here. All right, we got everything cut off. Now we can take everything out of here. All the accessories. Check these over here. Oh, that's when they want to come out. All right, so first off, we have this additional head here, unmasked basically. And, you know, I don't know what's exactly special about this helmet, if I'm being honest. The one thing about NECA is they do include like a lot of little interesting things from the actual cartoon. And then, like, if you don't know everything that's going on in the cartoon, you're going to find stuff that, you know, you're going to be like, what is that from? And that's me. I love the cartoon, but do I know every little detail? No. What the heck does this go to? Oh, this... Does this go on here? What the heck? This looks like the end of a... Oh, this goes in here. I don't know if that's supposed to come out. Let's see here. I do not think that was meant to come out of here. I think it was just the glue came part. Anyways, so this, clearly, the Red Cross would be like a health gun. There. Something like that, right? I honestly don't remember. But that's cool. We have... That's the head that was with him. Then we have just a full-on unmasked, unhelmeted head as well. Nice details right there. Let's put this head on the shredder. See how it sits on there. Let's see if this goes easy. I feel like I should heat this up. If I break something again. Alright, there we go. It's on. Looks nice. Sits well on there. Well, it was on there for a second. Jesus. Alright. I think, yeah, okay. Now it's on. Decent range of motion. Now we can take the chef hat that he comes with and pop that on him. I forget why he wears this. Oh my god, really? Yeah, I think this needs to be heated up. Maybe a little oil. Or maybe it just does not stain on because it's interesting. Alright. Anyways, this goes this way, I believe. So ridiculous. Maybe the other way? Sideways? This way? That's absolutely ridiculous. I love it. Although I'm not loving that the head is not staying on. It's just sitting there. This comes off easy. Alright. You know, I honestly appreciate that more than it getting stuck there. Alright, then we have this book here, which I don't know. I really feel like stupid because I don't know what all these things are for. His little necklace. This is nice and soft, so at least we don't let that break in, although you could probably rip that if you're not careful. Does it just go over his head? Yep, there we go. The magic necklace. I know it has some meaning. Alright, then we got some money here. Just put little stickers on the plastic. And then we have, I think it's a 3.5mm floppy drive. The second wave of disk drives. I believe these have like 3.5 megabytes of data you can hold on here. Believe those right? Maybe I'm wrong. I forget. Anyways, that we saw already. And then we have extra hands. Let's see here. We have the open hands. Check that out. That's cool. We have these two grabby hands here, left and right, for holding all the fun stuff like this. Let's see. There we go. And then we have this hand right here, the left hand, like he's pinching something, which I think you'd want to use for the money. It's got the tinier kind of space in here. There you go. Get the money in there. Or you can put the floppy disk with all the secret plans to the Technodrome on it. I forget. I seriously forget the story. There's hundreds of cartoons, so hold that nicely. Necklace. Let's put the regular head back on. Honestly, this is the head I'm going to rock most of the time. Right, you got a classic shredder head. And like I said, the cape comes off. If you want to take it off. Let's see if we can get this back on here. Now this one's like coming off really easy. All right. Let's see here. This one's a little harder to push on because it's sharp. There we go. You know what? I don't think the other head actually went on all the way because it didn't snap like that. But anyways, this is the way I'm going to leave him. Very posable figure from NECA. Much better than the first one. Classic cartoon shredder. Looking pretty badass, honestly. Yep. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. NECA's Ultimate Shredder. Start shredding the news.